If you feel nursing school getting harder instead of easier as you progress through, or if you're teetering on the edge of failure in your second or third semester, it's not because med-surg is a weeder class or that your instructors are out to get you. It's because you're still using brute force study methods. And that's kind of like punching a brick wall with your bare knuckles. By the way, nursing school is the brick wall. Now, those brute force study methods may have worked for you in the beginning, barely. But deep down, you always knew you were missing something with your studying and your understanding. And now you're starting to realize that these study methods are never going to get you through graduation. Here's what I see all the time. My tutoring membership students, when they first come to me, they tell me they're rewriting their notes. They're making flashcards. They're endlessly reviewing PowerPoint slides, sometimes even throwing them into ChatGPT to get more help. It's all completely sucked the joy out of learning for them. But it has helped them pass so far, but just barely. Then it's a new semester, and everything is harder. So you double down. You spend more and more time studying, but your grades keep creeping down. You ask your nursing instructor for help, but she just tells you more of the same. Read your textbook, do more practice questions, do more online modules. But all your time is already sucked up studying. You don't have any more time. And you're barely surviving from class to class. Here's the truth. Those brute force study methods I've been talking about are only a survival strategy. They're not a success strategy in nursing school. They can sort of work early on because most of your test questions are still focused on remembering and understanding. So if you study long and hard enough, if you can manage to memorize and retain enough, you can squeak by. But nursing school expects you to be learning to think like a nurse. And they expect you to get better and better at that each semester, and they test you accordingly. That's why by the time you hit med-surg, they want to see if your clinical judgment has grown through things like, can you answer these case studies? Can you recognize what matters most for patient safety? And brute force methods like memorization will always let you down in questions like that. That's why I always tell my new tutoring members, if you want to graduate and pass NCLEX on your first try, you can't just study harder. You have to study differently. You have to study like a nurse so you can train your brain to think like a nurse. So if you feel beaten down by nursing exams, or if you're starting to wonder if you're cut out to be a nurse at all, I want to tell you right now, you are. Don't give up. You are not the problem. It's your study strategy that's the problem. Because once you shift from a brute force study strategy to a study like a nurse, think like a nurse strategy, everything changes. You start smiling while you study because you just gave yourself another aha moment. And it's fun to do that. Your confidence increases. And on test day, you manage to narrow the answer choices down to 2 options. But then you picked the correct one this time, all because you finally focused on the one skill you're in nursing school to learn. And that is how to think like a nurse. If you're ready to make that study shift, but you don't know where to start, comment with SBSS down below. And I will send you my free Silver Bullet Study System overview. In it, I teach you all 4 steps so that you can stop brute forcing your way through studying for nursing school. Because that is how you can get comfortably passing grades, learn to think like a nurse, and do it all without burning out. Remember to comment with SBSS, and I will send it right over.